Women involved, the YWCA.
The Super Bowl. It's BPA Youth King of Bowling.
Channel 9 Sports presents BPA Youth King of Bowling, featuring the area's top young bowlers competing for prizes. Brought to you by the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Cincinnati. Take the Pepsi Challenge and let your taste decide. Now, here's your host, Jack Moran.
Yes, thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome once again. In fact, week number 2 on BPA Youth King of Bowling. And today we are greeting you from Super Bowl in Erlanger, and next Sunday we're going to be at Coleraine Bowl. Well, this brings back fond memories to yours truly, because the last time we were here, it was Super Bowl Sunday, if you'll recall, and that's when the 49ers and the Bengals met in Super Bowl 16. And we have several Tigers and one Tigress. We're ready to tear these pins apart here this afternoon. They were tops in qualifying. For example, top qualifier is our defending champion from last year. He rolled a 724. Let's make him feel at home. Danny Lawson, ladies and gentlemen. All righty, bowler number 2 with a 716. It's Louie Elwood. And bowler number 3 with a 693, a member of the fair sex, Lynn Farr, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, she rolls that ball fine, doesn't she? Bowler number 4 with a 683. Let's make him feel at home. Harold Peetz, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you, some fine-looking bowlers we have here, huh? And our commentators, well, as you don't see him over there today, it's because he's down bowling in the Derby tournament in Louisville, slamming Sammy Coleman. So sitting in for Sammy is our executive secretary of the Greater Cincinnati BPA, Bonnie Udapol. Bonnie, welcome. And our guest commentator, Mr. Bowler himself, a man of a few million words, and he knows this game of bowling inside and out. Let's make him feel at home. Eddie Jackson. Eddie, good to have you aboard. Match number 1 will have Harold against Lynn. We'll start the balls rolling in a moment. But say, you like a challenge? Try that Pepsi challenge. No handicap, both of them going in identically the same. Harold said, she's back up with me now. I got to go to work. And he did just that. You know, he's had all 5 in that pocket.
He sure has, and with a little bit of luck, he could have had all 5 of them.
These kids certainly do seem to be more relaxed than they were in practice right now.
Bonnie, I know you're out for when these youngsters qualify. How has the turnout this year been for the youngsters in
It's
years
been pretty
past?
good. It has. Our first 2 weeks were just tremendous. We had a little bit of a slowdown yesterday, and hopefully we'll have a few more kids come out at Lasannaville next Saturday. Our qualifying is at Lasannaville Lanes.
Starting when?
We have openings at 9:30, 11, 12:15, 1:30, and 2:45.
All righty. That should be 6 in a row for Harold. Quickly, here's Lynn already up there and delivering, and she buries one for a turkey.
And now you know why I'm back here. Youth must be served.
After 4 frames, Lynn is up by 3 pins right now.
Both bowlers, 15 years of age. Can you imagine that, the way they're rolling this ball? 15. It's remarkable.
Well, Lynn here, she bowls here at the Super Bowl, and the coordinator here does a very fine job at this Fern Frank. And they have about 250 youngsters that bowl over here on a Saturday morning, and Fern does a very nice job with them.
Incidentally, she lost that ball. She dropped it just as she's ready to come forward with her delivery, or she'd have had that one in there.
For your viewers at home, she's moved to the right and throwing cross lane.
All righty. You have the Tournament of Champions very shortly here, don't you?
Yes, our Champion of Champions is going to be the first week of June, and we're going to have the men in 4 different houses: Harrison Bowl, Glenn Schmidt's over here in Kentucky, Schatz Green Hills, and Stumps Lanes.
All right, he pulled it.
I think I was just being a little anxious to get that one. That was one that was going to give him some running room.
That would have given him the lead, but is he about 4 down, Bonnie?
No, he's only 1.
One
stick. Down now?
Mm-hmm.
That's right if he brings this back, but you know what Sam always says. Nobody misses this pin.
That's right.
135 to 136. It's anybody's match.
In our Champion of Champions, the ladies, they're going to be at Kingpin Lanes this year, and our mixed couple teams, we're going to be going to Crossgate Lanes.
Crossgate.
Mm-hmm. Which is where the Youth King will be a week after this in the qualifying.
Uh-oh, that was a bad pitch, and he got more lumber than he expected.
Just got up there ahead of that ball.
This is going to be a break for Lynn Farr if she can capitalize on her spare. That was a 6 count for Harold Peetz, a very bad pitch. He was way off balance, a little fast on the feet. And he's going to blow this spare too. And now Lynn can take command. And anything that boys hate, Bonnie, is to have a young lady defeat them.
Especially
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I didn't mention names, did I?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
That's right, Ed.
And she got one. Little cave-in shot.
Well, you know, Lynn has had some nice help from her dad, Jim Farr, who was out in the PBA Tour in 1962, and I remember him quite well.
Jim, oh yes, that's right. Yeah, that name rings a bell to me now. Oh, she didn't. Oh, she got a break. She doesn't know it either, I don't think. She turned around in utter disgust, but the 7-pin had fallen as she was en route back to her ball return. What a break. For the 6-10, Lynn. Look at the way she shoots that right side, huh? She's taking a commanding lead here now, Bonnie.
Yes, she has. She's up by 17.
17 sticks. Harold, you need one right now, desperately. Good hit.
Threw the ball nice.
He does this ball real nice. You know, Harold has had a high game of 265, and he's also had a high series of 650.
Wow.
So he's known his way around the lanes out there for a young fella.
Mm-hmm. See, if he bangs it out all the way, he only can get, what, 209?
Did you see him slide?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's coming up to his 10th frame. If he strikes it out, he gets a 209.
That's a very respectable score for
Beautiful
a scratch game for these kids being on TV and being nervous.
Can also force Lynn to mark.
Spare mark, right. That's all Lynn needs in the event he does strike all the way. Number 1 in the 10th. Oh, very good ball, Harold. I feel for you.
Well, I think that is it.
That's the coup de grace, Ed.
Yes, sir. Notice he's moved cross lane.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Ed, does it look like he drifts a little bit?
Mm-hmm. I thought that ball was gone in the channel.
He hit that ball real well. I was watching his hand, and He lifted right to the bottom of the ball and around the side.
Tell you, these two are the finest looking bowlers I've seen in a long while for 15 years of age.
That's what our youth programs today have just given the kids such a tremendous start into the game, and by the time they get to the adult leagues, they're really ready for the competition.
198.
Not too shabby,
I should say not. I'll take those.
especially when you're out here and the cameras are running and everything else.
Lynn says, all right, here goes. There's the solidifier. So Lynn Farr has taken match one, and she's going to be over that 200 mark from scratch, ladies and gentlemen. This is no handicap.
Our second match will be the same.
She has a possibility of a 226 if she tacks two more here.
Is her bowling ball a 16-pound ball, Ed? Does it say that on her information sheet?
It's sure hitting like one.
I just can't imagine, you know.
She throws pretty good speed if that's
Yes.
16 pounds.
Well, I didn't know if you could get the edge in a smaller, weight than 16.
She's throwing a 15-pound
15?
edge.
15?
216 if she brings this combination of 6'10" back with her, but she's already won match one.
I knew she was a good
There
bowler.
it is. 216 to 198. It's Lynn Farr, the winner in match one. Will return right after this.